Well, I was just fired. And honestly, I feel a bit relieved. I'm feeling a lot of things right now. First of all, I've never actually been fired before, which I don't think a lot of people can make it to 30 years old and still say that. First time I ever got fired, I was 30. And plus, I haven't worked in 2 months anyway, so yeah. And honestly, I don't know, think I'm gonna miss the place that much. I haven't missed it lately. I've been, anxious for the whole COVID thing to go away so life can go back to normal, but now I'm thinking maybe normal really isn't all that great. Because, I'm feeling a lot of things right now. There's definitely some confusion. There's a tiny bit of sadness, a whole lot of anger. But more than anything else, the thing that I'm feeling is fear. I am now concerned for the future, and I've kind of been able to just, laze about my house, spend half my time playing video games, watching anime, knowing that when all of this is over, like I said, I'd go back to work, life goes right back to normal. And so that fear excites me. Because I got fired, and it took me a bit by surprise, but immediately my brain went into problem-solving mode and saying, okay, been officially fired, let's file for unemployment. Let's start looking at all the different job opportunities available in my immediate area. Do I want to go to work right now? Not really. The COVID thing does scare me a bit to some degree, but it's also one of those things that, hey, if I have an opportunity to make money, I will take it. Like I said, I have enough to survive through the end of summer, but if having a job when summer's over means accepting a job right now and going outside and doing that job, then I'll take it. And honestly, yeah, to put this all into perspective, I know I'm gonna have to make changes in my personal life, but like less video games, less air conditioning, and force myself to eat less. I'm now officially on a diet. Honestly, I have yet to eat anything today. And that was even like before I found out I was fired. I just wasn't that hungry, wasn't in as much of a mood. I'm hungry now. Still actively holding off, trying to limit how much I intake. I still have to eat something. I feel like I could go a few days and without anything at all and I wouldn't completely starve to death, but it's not healthy to do. But yeah, I'm gonna, for the first time in my life, I have to look up what it actually takes to file for unemployment in Texas, because I have no idea how any of that shit works. And always the possibility that they won't accept me or whatever for whatever reason, and that even if they do accept me and push it through, it could be months before I see the money. I'm hearing a lot of things online with all of the news surrounding this whole COVID thing and how it's screwing up the planet. So who knows how that's going to turn out. So after looking up that and what it takes and seeing what I can do there, I'm still going to be going around looking for employment anyways. And honestly, looking for a job is the only time I wish the world was more like the 50s, where I could just, walk around my block, go into every store and just say, y'all hiring? Cool. But, yeah. I know I have enough money to survive till summer, and now, since I don't know for sure that I can immediately jump right into something just before the money runs out, start earning again, I'm gonna have to, try a little harder than I have been. And I'm also going to take time, a few hours every day looking for work, a few hours every day writing. Because my books, I got a lot more. I've been, past couple of days looking over a lot of my catalog, basically just checking every story I've ever written for any medium and seeing, well, what can I do with this right now? And so yeah, I've got a whole string of things planned out for the future. Probably gonna have to put a permanent hold on comics. Toxic Book 2 is coming out soon. Got that uploaded to Ingram, and that'll be pushed out. And then I'm pretty much done with Forever I'm In. And I got a couple of other outlines that I've been working on this week, and a whole bunch in the tank that I know exactly what I'm going to do next. So I want to dedicate myself a little more fully to working on those. And I made that decision after watching The Last Dance, the MJ docu-series. And it made me realize, like, is he the GOAT? Who knows? I don't want to weigh in too much on that. My personal opinion, for those who give a damn about sports at all, it's just, for me, growing up watching a guy like LeBron, I'll never put anyone above him. But I understand, because I existed in the 90s, I have some memories of it. I wasn't really into sports until like middle school. I mean, I saw it, and I paid some attention, not enough to really understand it. So when it came to MJ, I knew the numbers, I saw some highlights, but actually getting to watch the documentary, I can understand why people who lived through it could be so livid at the thought that, anyone could consider someone other than him the greatest. And it makes me think that, if it's something you love enough, you care about enough, you gotta put single thing you've got into it. And I think that's the biggest problem with the job I had. I mean, I didn't like it, but I was comfortable. Like, I knew the job well enough that on a slow day, yeah, I could do it in my sleep. I spent so much time working on just autopilot. And the only reason I never went out of my way to look for other employment is because I knew I wouldn't find any entry-level stuff without a bachelor's degree that could earn me more than what I earned there. And, just so that, like, once again, my immediate future is not gonna be a lot of fun. There's definitely gonna be a rough transition period, but it's gonna be interesting to find out what the future holds. But yeah, the thing I liked most about my job was how comfortable I got to be, and I got to just live the life that I wanted. Just order as much food as I want, and if I get fat, who cares? I just buy more clothes. Plus, been there long enough that I knew I didn't have to worry about shaving or making my hair look good. So now that I'm looking for work again, thinking I might actually have to go out and buy a razor, do something about this face. Maybe even cut my beautiful, luscious locks. But yeah, when I got fired, the first thought in my head was basically like, what? What the fuck? But I never once thought about, I'm going to miss it, I'm going to miss the people or anything else. The first thought in my head was, okay, what happened? That happened, what do I do next? And I started just making a plan. I don't like life being hectic, but it seems like, having so much uncertainty in life brings out the best in me. Seem to do better under pressure. So, it'll be interesting to see where life leads me after this. Because maybe, like I said, I've been very complacent. And I think it's good to have just a little extra motivation to actually, go out into the world and get shit done in life. So yeah, which leads me to what I said at the beginning, because after I cycled through all the other emotions, there was a little bit of relief. I was listening to Travis Atreo, Fix Me. It's kind of how I feel about my old job. And then I was just thinking, life is about to get kind of exciting, isn't it? I mean, I don't look forward to the fear of going to bed at night, wondering, oh God, what happens next? What am I gonna do? And wondering every interview what I did wrong and what I could do better, blah, blah, blah. Wondering Actually, I don't know if I even fit into any of my old dress shirts anymore. Scratch that. I know for sure I don't. It's a tight fit, like right now, but that's half the reason I'm going on a diet. Other half is to save money, but still, so I can fit into the clothes that actually look good in an interview. But yeah, so that's what's happening. Gonna put pedal to the metal, try to get my life on track in whatever new direction it's going right now. So, till the next time you see me, which you might not hear from me till the end of June. Because at this point in time, I don't have too much to complain about. So I'd rather wait until I have some good news to share. So, yeah. It's the end of a chapter. Let's see what the next chapter holds.